Now, who doesn't love Buffy the Vampire Slayer? No one, that's who. It's got everything. Vampires, demons, Anthony Stewart Head, a bastard producer who kills off all your favourite characters just when you've come to love them. Why did Tara have to die? Yeah, I should probably say, watch out for spoilers in this review. But speaking of actors, I noticed that Alison Hannigan is one of the few actors in the show that they couldn't get to play her character in the game. Which is a shame because she is a talented actress. She did some great work in How I Met Your Mother and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yep, some great work in both of those two productions. But what do you want from me? I'm British and I have class, okay? American Pie is sleazy, not funny, and every single one of the films hinges on 5 minutes of sex appeal. Now, if you'll excuse me, I believe I was reviewing a game. Now, remember in my last review when I said that realisticness should be in moderation? Well, that's a test in which Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chaos Bleeds gets gold stars. Purely because, to kill the vampires, you have to stake or burn them. You give me a game where vampires, or anyone in fact, can be killed just by repeatedly stepping on their feet, then I just say, screw you. Although, interesting point of notice, on a couple of occasions I was able to slay vampires by staking them in the crotch. Alert the villagers! Vampires have 2 weaknesses! Seriously though, the gameplay is a lot of fun. You cannot not love roundhouse kicking a vampire and then dusting him before he has a chance to recover. And you know, when it comes to video games, I only have one rule. They have to be satisfying. And that, most definitely, is satisfying. You know what else is satisfying? Staking a vampire while he's in the air. You know what else is satisfying? Staking a vampire before he can get his pre-fight trash talk out. You know what else is satisfying? Blowing up a whole load of vampires with a magical ball of sunshine. You know what's not satisfying? Traipsing around in circles for hours on end because you didn't notice the tiny little crack behind that one completely insignificant bookcase. Yes, for all this game's good qualities, it has fallen victim to a disease that affected the original Resident Evil and Monkey Island before it, known as the puzzle. And the puzzle is, why are there so many goddamn puzzles? Don't get me wrong, I love the odd puzzle in my video games. Do your old jigsaw, a bit of sliding tiles, heck, I'll even do a bit of Sudoku. Just don't give me a lighter and expect me to think, hey, you know where I'm going to take this? That room with the gas leak. That seems like a swell idea. And something else that plagues this and many other games is the epidemic that is locked doors. They are everywhere. About 1 out of 10 of the doors in the game will actually do something. The rest of them will just have your character pull on them feebly and then spout some quippy joke about it. Which wouldn't be so bad, except they're good jokes that just get spoiled by constantly being repeated. This place is harder to get into than the girls' locker room. My mum always said my natural charisma would open doors, but not this one. Well, I guess I'll go around, seeing as I don't have any choice. Well, they're funny if you know the characters, okay? Now, speaking of jokes, one of the things I liked about Buffy the Vampire Slayer was the gay jokes. They are tasteful and few, a tradition which they honoured in the game by having one of Willow's lines be, "Wow, a medikit, now I can be Nurse Willow, Tara's gonna love this." Now, let's talk storyline. And you know, when it comes to video games, I only have one rule. Never use the word scattered. Okay, here's what they said. The things we need to beat the bad guy are scattered all across town. Here's what I heard. Okay, we're not very good at making games, but hey, is Zelda a good game or what? Okay, I mean, the storyline made sense, and it wasn't a complete rip-off, but they could have been a bit more subtle about it. You know, I did quite enjoy the idea of having the bosses be characters from the series from alternate dimensions, like Vengeance Demon Anyanka, or Vampire Tara, or Ripper. Oh well, once again, spoiler alert, just now. But it was poorly done. I mean, there was no build-up whatsoever. You just get to the end of the level, and it's like, yep, hi there, it's me, from another dimension. See, I'm different now. Okay, yeah, let's fight, and you can have this thing that was scattered. So, in other words, good idea, poor execution, 6 points. And speaking of points, here they are. And that's all for today, so long, suckers!